Do British military bases in Cyprus keep local people safe or make them a target?
Last night, a drone hit RF Akrotiri in Cyprus.
Long before Iranian drones hit Cyprus, campaigners here already wanted to evict UK bases.
It is a danger for the people here.
Angry at the support they'd given Israel during the Gaza genocide. And now they believe parliamentary elections this May could finally bring an end to Britain's last imperial outposts.
They think they own the place.
This is colonialism 101. At its best.
Melanie Steliou is a Cypriot actress who has been selected as a candidate for AKEL, a left-wing opposition party. Her seaside constituency of Limassol is right next door to land occupied by Britain's Royal Air Force, whose military base she has long campaigned against.
Cyprus, unfortunately, is, apart from being a launch pad for military expeditions to the Middle East, it is also a convenient place for the British, and not just the British, because we know that the United States military is also here through the British bases, where they're surveilling everything that's going on in the Middle East, and it's a very key location for them. So it is a danger for the people here. And Nasrallah said that if Cyprus gave facilities to Israel to help bomb Iran, that Cyprus would be attacked. And today we are going up to Troodos Mountains, where there is another British base, which is not so well known, but that's where all the surveillance takes place.
Today's protest is organised by Adon, AKEL's youth wing, whose members are learning from Melanie about British colonial history.
Να σας πω ακόμα έναν κομμάτι του background μου. Η μάμα μου είναι Εγγλέζα. Εντάξει, άρα είμαι μισή Κυπρέα, μισή Εγγλέζα. Και για μένα ήταν μεγάλη συνειδητοποίηση που η μάμα μου ήρθε στην Κύπρο να δουλέψει στις βάσεις και έτσι γνώρισε τον παπά μου. Ήταν μεγάλη συνειδητοποίηση να καταλάβω ακριβώς τι κάνουν οι Εγγλέζοι πάνω στις βάσεις και να δεχτώ και το κομμάτι της δικής μου ιστορίας. Τα μηχανήματα που έχουν πάνω στο Τρόδος μπορούν και κατασκοπεύουν ολόκληρη την περιοχή. Τούτο σημαίνει ότι η Κύπρος μέσω των βάσεων συνένοχη στους πολέμους που συμβαίνουν μέσα στην περιοχή, ένα, και δεύτερο, θέτει και τους ίδιους τους πολίτες σε κίνδυνο. Το τρίτο κομμάτι είναι ότι οι βάσεις είναι κατάλοιπο της αγγλικής απικιοκρατίας. Νομίζουμε ότι έχουμε Κυπριακή Δημοκρατία και ότι είμαστε ελεύθεροι, που τη στιγμή που έχεις βάσεις και θεωρείται έδαφος της Αγγλίας, εν και είσαι τέλεια ελεύθερος.
Melanie is especially concerned about British intelligence sharing with Israel, because Starmer sent hundreds of spy flights from Akrotiri, the base near her home, to monitor Gaza during the genocide.
They're collaborating with the Israeli military, with the IDF. Keir Starmer, when he visited the bases in Cyprus last year, he said,
Though we're really proud of what you're doing, we can't necessarily tell the world what you're doing here.
well, obviously they can't tell the rest of the world what they're doing, because he would have to own up to being complicit in a genocide.
Although Melanie believes these spy missions could have contributed to war crimes in Gaza, the Cypriot police seemed more interested in protecting the British bases from protesters.
They had wrong instructions, they said. They stopped us, they wouldn't let us go out.
So how far are we from the base now?
A couple of minutes. But now they're allowing us to go up.
The protest gives Melanie a chance to meet young activists who can help with her campaign, as well as discuss strategy with fellow candidates ahead of May's election. Akel currently has 15 out of 56 seats in Cyprus's parliament, making it the main opposition party. For Melanie to win her seat, she'll need to get thousands of votes in Limassol, where she thinks concern is growing at Britain's airbase, which is connected to a UK spy station on Mount Troodos, the highest point of Cyprus. While Akrotiri is run by Britain's Air Force, Troodos is controlled by GCHQ, a UK intelligence agency, which also allows America's National Security Agency, or NSA, access to the site. From the top of Cyprus, they can eavesdrop on the Middle East and Africa. 10 years ago, it emerged that staff at Troodos secretly hacked Israeli drone feeds so they could watch their allies' actions over Gaza and Lebanon under a project codenamed Anarchist, according to files obtained by NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. At that stage, they wanted early warning of attacks on Iran, although today, Troodos is more likely being used to help plan those very attacks.
British bases out! Out, out, out! British bases out! Out, out, out! British bases out!
Συναγωνιστές, συναγωνίστριες, φίλες και φίλοι, είμαστε σήμερα έξω από τις Βρετανικές βάσεις, όχι για μια συμβολική παρουσία. Είμαστε εδώ για μια πολιτική πράξη. Για να πούμε δυνατά ότι δεν ανεχούμαστε ο τόπος μας να είναι ορμητήριο πολέμου. Δεν ανεχούμαστε η πατρίδα μας να είναι κομμάτι μιας πολεμικής μηχανής που σκορπά θάνατο στη γειτονιά μας. Οι Βρετανικές βάσεις δεν είναι κάτι ουδέτερο. Οι Βρετανικές βάσεις δεν είναι κάτι από το παρελθόν. Είναι εδώ, είναι ενεργές και χρησιμοποιούνται καθημερινά. Από εδώ περνούν επιχειρήσεις που συνδέονται άμεσα με τη γενοκτονία στη Γάζα, με τη σφαγή του Παλαιστινιακού λαού. Τούτες οι βάσεις καλύπτουν περίπου το 3% του εδάφους της Κύπρου. Έδαφος που δεν μπορεί να ελεγχθεί από την Κυπριακή Δημοκρατία. Έδαφος που δεν ισχύει το Κυπριακό δίκαιο. Έδαφος που παραμένει κατάλοιπον της αποικιοκρατίας.
Ναι!
Out, out, out! British bases out! Out, out, out! British bases out!
What did just happen now? Because I saw that you had to pin it on the gate.
Yeah. So we are here every year. It's an annual event. It's the first time they didn't even send an officer or somebody working in the UK bases to come and take our demands. It's the first time ever.
So before somebody would come, even they would send a police officer or
even
one of
the
their
Cypriot-
representatives.
or even the Cypriot police. They were gonna talk with them and tell them take their demands and bring it to us. Now they just leave it on the door.
So it's the first time they have asked us to pin it on the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Right.
is how they think they own the place.
This is colonialism 101.
At its best.
At its best. At its very worst.
Although the UK granted independence to most of Cyprus in 1960, it was on the condition that several strategic locations would remain in British hands. These included so-called sovereign base areas, Akrotiri in the south and Declassified in the east, as well as Troodos, the island's highest point. Together, these occupy 3% of the island. Even if Akel wins control of the parliament at these elections, they still might not be able to evict Britain, as Cyprus's centre-right president, Nikos Christodoulidis, would remain in control of foreign policy for another 2 years. He has close ties to Keir Starmer and Benjamin Netanyahu, who has sold him Israeli air defences. But the left hopes these elections could start to change the debate. so long as they can see off the threat from Elam, a far-right Greek nationalist party.
What's your motivation to run for the next elections?
I think the motivation is wanting to create a better world for the next generation. And my biggest motivation actually is my son, because I refuse to believe that we as adults will leave this world in such a bad shape that it is in now. Why do you want to run for MP?
The issue of the rising of far right is a reason to support a party that was always against that.
Yeah.
Far right in Cyprus is not anymore an isolated.
No, they're gaining momentum.
Elam, the far right party of Cyprus, was really close and connected with the crime organization of Greece, Golden Dawn.
Especially now with the rise of the far right, we need the left. The left is needed. We need more empathy in the world, and less colonialism, and less military, and less people thinking about just money over the common good.
Melanie's family had come from Limassol to meet her at the picnic spot, where Adon had organised a mini festival on the mountainside for the island's youth. Could this be the generation that finally ends Britain's colonial presence on Cyprus?
Άνοιξα στο κήπο μου πηγάδι να ποτίσω τα βουνά, να έρχεσαι κι εσύ πρωί και βράδυ